Okay, a retired Detroit police sergeant accused of being a serial rapist is heading to trial.
A judge bound Benjamin Wagner over to circuit court on multiple counts of kidnapping and sexual assault. 6 women testified that Wagner abducted and raped them at gunpoint between 1999 and 2003. Prosecutors say DNA evidence ties Wagner to all 6 cases.
But a decade before the Wayne County prosecutor filed charges in this case, a different prosecutor had a chance to charge Ben Wagner in a separate case, but declined.
They are troubling claims uncovered by the 7 investigators, which led to disciplinary charges against the sergeant just before he retired.
7 investigator Ross Jones spoke with the alleged victim, and we want to warn you the account may be difficult to hear.
Because she says she is the victim of abuse. We are not naming her, and we are not showing her face.
When my mom told me about him not being charged or punished, I feel like my soul left my body, because I mean, he was free and he can come and get me at any time.
She is a woman now with kids of her own. But when she met Ben Wagner more than a decade ago, she was only a child. Over a period of months beginning in 2015, she said Wagner used his badge to earn her trust. Eventually, she claims he sexually abused her, and that when she turned to law enforcement to hold him accountable, he was let off the hook.
I built up so much courage and bravery to come and tell you guys what happened, and you basically said no.
At only 11 years old, she was getting into trouble at school, including sending inappropriate photos to another student. So her mom, trying to teach her daughter a lesson, took her here to Detroit's 10th precinct near their home. According to police records, she hoped that meeting with an officer could send a message. The officer she met was Ben Wagner.
He seemed normal, trustworthy. He kind of reminded me of my grandfather, who had passed.
She said Wagner offered to mentor her. He would take her to basketball games, according to police records, and invite her over to his home. Documents show that Wagner gave her gifts like Timberland boots, clothing, and phones. First an iPhone, then later on an Android.
Perpetrators of sexual violence aren't just perpetrating on anyone they meet, right? They are selecting their victims carefully.
Johanna Kanonen is Associate Director of the Michigan Coalition to End Domestic and Sexual Violence. She reviewed the claims made against Wagner, calling his alleged acts textbook grooming.
That's a vulnerable kid. That's somebody that he can prey upon.
Following the gifts, Wagner's behavior is said to have escalated. He would pick her up from school, according to police records, and ask her to sleep over at his Pontiac home.
I had my own room in his house. He would buy me things and put things into the room. Like I had my own clothes, like underwear and bras and stuff there.
As time went on, she said Wagner's actions became more alarming. One night, according to police documents, he played a pornographic video for her to watch. At other times, he would touch her legs, butt, thighs, or chest, she told police. Documents show Wagner allegedly asked her to perform sex acts on him. She refused.
He made me I can't say it, I'm sorry.
She told police Wagner placed her hand on his penis, and when she recoiled, he struck her in the face. Not long after, she would tell her mother.
Because he was a cop, he was an older gentleman, I didn't think she would believe me. I thought she would have took his side.
But she believed her, and her mother would later take her to Sinai Grace Hospital to be examined by a doctor. Around the same time, her daughter would disclose the abuse to her school counselor, teacher, and teacher's aide, according to police records, and she'd take part in an interview at Care House and talk to a detective with the Oakland County Sheriff's Office. The detective was pushing for charges, and he wasn't alone. The prosecutor on the case, 2 law enforcement sources confirm, wanted to authorize a charge of criminal sexual conduct in the 2nd degree, but she would be overruled by her supervisor. The detective would then appeal to then Oakland County prosecutor Jessica Cooper, who denied the warrant, according to police records, citing inconsistencies by witnesses.
The fact that this was actually in the lap of a prosecutor with information, with a complaint, with facts that substantiate that a crime was committed and that no action was taken is heartbreaking.
Attorneys Jim Harrington and Paul Hubner represent the young woman, now 22, arguing that the Oakland County Prosecutor's Office should have brought charges against Wagner a decade ago. Jessica Cooper, who is now 80, would lose her re-election bid in 2020. Reached by phone last week, she said she had no memory of this case. While Wagner was never criminally charged over this case, he would be brought up on internal charges by DPD. He faced charges of conduct unbecoming and neglect of duty and would retire in 2017. He's been collecting his $42,000 a year pension ever since. A decade later, he would be charged with a series of alleged rapes that he's now on trial for today.
He was able to retire and live a happy life for an extra 10 more years. He was able to live his life.
Well, the former Oakland County prosecutor declined to bring charges against Wagner in this case. Her successor is now taking a second look. A spokesperson for prosecutor Karen McDonald tells me that their office is now actively reviewing the 2017 case and charges are possible. We did reach out to Ben Wagner's attorney, Robert Kinney, for comment on what we just reported. He declined.
Ross, we can only say thank you for always digging and thank you for always investigating these cases. We'll see what comes of it.